James Franco, the ex-boyfriend of Amber, has removed his hands from her lies and allowed her to face karma on her own. She had anticipated widespread support when she spoke out against Johnny Depp, but everyone, including James Franco, refused to believe her falsehoods. Fans were not surprised to find James's name in Amber's psychologist's personal relationship notes. Given the frequency with which Amber cheated on Johnny, she saw no flaws in her evidence. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at big trouble for Amber as ex-boyfriend exposes her most evil incidents. Yeah, you heard it right. Amber cannot dispel Johnny's suspicions that she has cheated on him, regardless of the outcome of the trial. In 2015, when Amber and James reconnected to film the Adderall Diaries, Johnny, therefore, accused Amber of infidelity. Amber attempted to convince Johnny that his stories lacked any basis in reality, but she was unaware of the several pieces of evidence that would soon surface showing the truthfulness of her extramarital affair. Later, Amber revealed that Johnny disapproved of her working with James Franco because he was so envious of Franco. She stated that her wrath built over time, culminating in him kicking her in the bathtub and causing her to tumble to the ground. However, Amber did not divulge that Johnny had struck her until she was sober. Prior to delivering a final conclusion on the situation, we must study the witness's testimony regarding the incident. Johnny Depp reported that she told him numerous extremely terrible things about James Franco, including that he attempted to kiss her and made sexual advances on the set of the prior film. She asserted that he was a pervert and a rapist who made aggressive advances towards her. It is now clear why Johnny doesn't want Amber to work on Franco's upcoming film. However, did this prohibit Amber from seeing Franco? While playing the victim card, she clearly never called James at her apartment, right? Next, Amber says that she is growing dreadful of Johnny and reveals that she has altered the apartment's locks and retained the keys. However, when Johnny was absent, she invited Franco to the same apartment. Amber and James Franco were captured in the elevator of the Eastern Columbia building holding hands. On May 22, 2016, the attorney for Johnny, Camille Vasquez, questioned Amber regarding her feelings. Around midnight, after changing the locks and inviting his buddy over, she expressed how comfortable she felt with James. Clearly, a person who has been severely mistreated by their partner and has visible injuries will not feel comfortable spending their precious time with another person. In her response, Amber said that James was her neighbor and friend, that she had exhausted her support network with her normal friends, and that he was willing to embrace as many friendships as he could at the time. Given that Amber was having these experiences while Johnny Depp was filming Black Mass in Boston, it was very evident that she had invented the entire story. Then, despite the efforts of Amber's entire team to make this contract appear typical, this interaction appeared to be unremarkable, as James Franco is emphasized in this section on personal connections by Amber's psychologist. This presents a number of problems. At this time, Johnny Depp's attorneys made every attempt to reveal the truth, but the psychiatrists were adamant and presented a preposterous accusation. The psychologist emphasized that she was not implying a romantic relationship existed. She inquired about James Franco's status because the subject was brought up. In this scenario, they must consider the willingness of Amber's previous psychologist to defend her in court. Nonetheless, it is apparent that Amber anticipated her ex-boyfriend to corroborate her fabricated story by appearing in court. In spite of the fact that he testified in the British court and submitted his whole confidential statement, James Franco avoided the drama during the American trial. Regarding Franco's remark, it was clear that none of the parties could discuss the information that the actor voluntarily offered. If no one knows what James testified particularly about, they're in for a surprise. In fact, a statement published by Franco's legal team during the report included the sentence, "Prior to consenting to appear, we request that the court grant a protective order of secrecy," among other conditions. As detailed below, the transcript will not be used for any additional purposes. Any portion of the transcript produced in court is presented under seal. Nobody, including the press, is entitled to disclose to third parties or anyone else that James Franco's deposition is being taken or has been taken. And if any party violates the rules of confidentiality, they are liable for liquidated damages at an amount that they can negotiate. Despite this, Amber has attempted to exploit the situation by claiming James also noticed her bruises. James may not have the courage to deceive her once more, but he has been quite busy with his drama. In January 2018, Franco was accused by 5 women of attempting to sexually assault them. Moreover, as a result of everything that unfolded, shortly after he was nominated for a Golden Globe, people began to lose faith in their celebrity. Not only did 4 women who had attended Franco's acting school come forward to expose his true nature, but they did it in unison. One more mentor, though, disclosed a terrible narrative. James did not want to be a part of such a gigantic spectacle which the entire world was watching. Instead, James is focused on his next films. In 2018, James discussed the subject on The Late Night with Seth Meyers, where he cited the hashtag #MeToo movement and noted that there are people who need to be heard. Do you believe that Franco will reveal everything to the public at some point? Elon Musk, the ex-boyfriend of Amber, too withdrew from the situation and abandoned her. We all know how that turned out. Those who did come forward, such as Amber's sister and close friends, presented their perspectives and were confronted with reality in court, and they're now turning against James Franco. Amber said that Johnny isolated her by preventing her from meeting with her friends out of envy. However, he also let Amber's friends live in his apartment for free. However, there are numerous legal loopholes. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.